Good morning, it's MJ, and this is general reading for the collective using the Crow Tarot, the Wise Dog, and the Grimalkin Tarot for Monday, April 13th. And let's see what the crows want to bring to our awareness this morning. I always start off with the Crow Tarot deck. They're like the oldest child. They are my first child, and I feel like they provide that supportive energy for the Wise Dog and the Grimalkin, much like how an older child would support the younger siblings. So let's see here how these crows come together. Let's see what they bring to our awareness. Excuse me. Okay. And we start off with the Two of Swords. I bet a lot of us are feeling that energy today, right? I mean, just in general, feeling kind of stuck, not really knowing what's going to happen next, and not really having a lot of information. I don't know about you, but I feel like not knowing where the future is heading makes it really difficult to take a step forward. For me personally, I have a deck in my head that I've been working on. I started sketching out the cards for the Guardian of the Night deck, and it's like, do I launch it? I don't know. Is it going to be right? I mean, like, is the timing right? Are people out there wanting another tarot deck, or are people hunkering down? Are they off the internet? I don't know. I've looked and around, and I just feel like maybe people are not online as much as they used to be. So anyway, we're working with this energy of just sort of feeling stuck and not really knowing. We have this this crow here with the blindfold, and so this is all an image that isn't in reality. You know what I mean? It's like, this is an image that speaks to metaphor, and the crow obviously did not put the blindfold on himself, but is feeling as though there's a blindfold around his eyes, or her eyes. It's feeling as though it's stuck on these two swords high above the sky, unable to fly, uncertain of where these swords are, really. If it lifts off, would it slice a wing? Excuse me. So here, we're in this position of feeling a bit in the air, feeling as though we're not really sure what's happening, but at the same time stuck, right? I mean, like, we want to fly, my God, right? But there's something that's holding us all back. And with this Two of Swords here, this is a message to check in with your intuition. You may not be able to see with your eyes or with the clear vision where the future is going to go, but this is a time for you to kind of check in with that internal vision that you have, that gut feeling for what you probably already know what's happening. You know what I mean? Like, where to move, but unless you can see concrete evidence, it's hard to make that choice. It's hard to make that decision to take a leap. So right now is a time to kind of get into this mindset of going inward, checking in with yourself. Yes, there are obstacles to be had. You can see here, these clouds are breaking. There's sun coming through. There is a reason to feel optimistic. You may not know exactly what's happening, but you have to trust yourself. So let's see what the Wise Dogs bring. Excuse me, I have a tickle in my throat. It is, I think, from my matcha tea, not from anything else. Also, I want to throw it out there that I've been drinking matcha tea since the beginning of this whole coronavirus thing, and I feel great every day. I'm just saying. I don't know if it's the matcha. Aside from some allergies, I've been feeling really good. So, okay. And here we have the Three of Cups. And, I love this energy of the Three of Cups. This is about coming together. This is about spending quality time with others, even though I know, right? It's kind of like, how can we do that? Well, with those of us, you know, or those of you who are in families who are quarantining together or who are social distancing together, maybe people within your germ circle, right? Your germ friends. This is a time for you guys to get together and just experience happiness being together, appreciative, you know, that you have this time together. This is a time of feeling that bond, that connectedness, and out of that connection that you have with these people who you call your dear friends, or the people who you can lean on as family, you're going to find something good is going to blossom out of this. Something good is going to come out of it. Maybe you have to do a task. Maybe you have to work on something together. Maybe just what we're all working on is just getting through this pandemic, right? So this is a time for you to lean on your family, lean on your friends a bit. You're going to find comfort there. They're going to provide you with that insight. They're going to help you feel comfortable enough to fly. Basically, they're going to be the ones that are going to take off that mask from your eyes so that you can see there's so much potential out there for you. It may be hard to make a decision right now on which way to go, but at the very least, know that you have support, that you are supported, that there is there's a reason to feel good about where you're going in the future because you have this network behind you. So in the Wise Dog card here, you'll see there's a little pineapple, and people have asked, like, what's up with the pineapple? Well, besides the fact that this puppy here is from Puerto Rico, which I thought, tropical island, you know. Pineapple is the universal symbol for hospitality. I know this because I worked in the hospitality industry. That's the only reason why I know it. And my thought was, like, with this card, you know, these dogs all bring that warmth, you know, that welcoming feeling to you. Like, they want to extend to you hospitality. They want to extend to you this feeling of being welcomed and accepted, right? And so we all need that feeling. Oh my God, the feeling of being accepted is one of the greatest motivators in the world, right? When you feel that you're accepted, you feel like you can handle anything, you can do anything because you're not doing it alone. So here we have this feeling of being isolated and not knowing where to go. And here these pups are saying, hey, you know what? Come join us. Be accepted. You know, be part of our tribe. Be part of our pack, right? So lean on your friends right now. Even if you can't be with them in person, you know, you can be with them, you know, virtually. You can be with them via Zoom meetings or over the phone, online. You can yell across the street, which is what we do often in our neighborhood. I mean, all of our houses and apartments are very close together since we live in the city. So it's really easy to stand on your part of the sidewalk and then talk to your neighbor who is in front of their part of the sidewalk. I mean, it's not the same thing as going out and having dinner with friends, but you know, you take what you can get right now. So let's see what the cats bring as advice as these cats travel across the veil, and they're looking for that nugget of information, that little bit of wisdom that will help you perhaps connect with these pups here, that will help you get off this sword, perhaps see your situation from a different perspective. And here we have the High Priestess. And so here is a time maybe of not taking action. Maybe it's a time for you to just sort of sit back. Maybe it's a time for you to really think about what you want. What do you want to see? Maybe it's not about what is out there, but maybe it's more about what do you want to see? And lean on these friends of yours to help you. You know that you're comforted. Know that you don't have to jump into action right away because you are supported by your friends and family. You know that there isn't a reason to just go hopping off, you know, somewhere else or flying off somewhere else. you know, to me, this is about hanging out with your community and being part of a community that maybe you're already with. So, you know, if you were thinking about moving, right, or if you're thinking about maybe making a big life change right now, because of because of all this uncertainty, you may not have all that information. And really, what this high priestess is saying to you is, hold tight. You know, there's no reason to jump just yet. There's no reason to get into the air just yet. Connect with your intuition. And she sort of reinforces that whole thing here with the water, you know, of really just going inward, taking some time to visualize in your mind what you want your future to look like. Get a clear vision for what you want after all of this blows over. Know that you have at the center of this reading is your community, is your friends, it's your family, it's your support group, it's your network of people who just get you, right? And they're opening up their arms to you, not literally anymore, of course, but virtually. And, you know, go into that welcoming space. Go into that place where you feel, you know, just this warm reception. And in that space, in that time, when you do this, you know, something is going to click. You're going to get this sign. You're going to find that the information is going to come through. You'll get that download, right? I always talk about getting downloads from the universe, and it's because they come in. Sometimes, you know, we hit the stop button, or we turn off our internal computer before it finishes, right? You know, sometimes you hit the little wheel going, and we're not patient enough to let it fully download. This is a call here to let that information come in. Don't rush to take action right now. Don't think that you have to, you know, always be doing something, right? Get a clear vision for what you want. And I'm going to take this to heart too. I'm going to really get a clear vision for what I want my next deck to look like. Maybe I'm feeling too anxious to work on something because I'm getting cabin fever, right? Maybe I need to really think about how I want each bat and you know, like how I want each owl and the spiders and, you know, all of these creatures that come out at night, how I want them to look. This is a time to go inward and check in with yourself and really go in and what's the motivator, right? So, I mean, I don't know. I think for a start of the week, you know, I think this is a good time to really connect with this high priestess energy. I mean, and let's see how this week goes. I feel like a lot of information is going to come in with her being present. And again, you know, we have these palm leaves here, you know, which is that symbol of intuition and divine energy. It's that, you know, when you think about like Palm Sunday, you know. So we have these two. I always look for areas of common symbolism here. And I feel like with this high priestess sitting here with the palm leaves and the dog sitting here, that is where you're going to find the strength to go inward. You know, they're going to support you in your dreams, and they're going to support you. So I think that's where you're going to find that when you're most comfortable, you're not so anxious, and you can let that information come in. So I hope this makes sense. Much love, peace, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.